Welcome, everyone. It's Ben Rabizadeh from StoryTrading here with an update on VIP pick DRIO Health, ticker symbol DRIO. But first, a disclaimer: StoryTrading is not an investment advisor. Investing in securities involves significant risk of loss. What's in a story trade? First, story trading is the art of understanding market pricing, or the story behind the trade, through the lens of the four pillars: fundamentals, catalyst, sentiment, and technicals. We have an app coming up soon. That's going to be the place to discover, collaborate, and validate market moving information through crowdsourced research and social collaboration. So be sure to sign up for our app, put in your email address so you can be first to access that new app coming out soon. All right, now VIP picks. Most of the presentations you've seen me do both on YouTube at our VIP presentations on our Zoom nights and also on Benzinga. These are VIP picks from contributors from our community. I'll gather all the data points and present it for everybody. Over here today, however, DRIO Health, DRIO, is my own VIP pick. In fact, I think it's my only active VIP pick that's left. So I've had plenty of updates on this on our YouTube. We've invited management to come a few times, so take a look at our YouTube channel, get caught up on that. Ticker symbol DRIO. Last trade was $10.56. So what's the story behind the trade? I got in this early. Made a lot of money on it, even to date, even with that big drop, because I got in around $7. It was on that big green spike day, actually. I've had this on my watch list for a long time. When significant news came out, I bought that morning. In fact, it started that day down, and I just loaded up as much as I could and hit a lot of quick money. And not only did I stay in it, but I added to my position as it went up all the way to $30. This is a digital health company. I'm very bullish on the sector. I had a big position in TDOC before I got into DRIO Health. DRIO Health started out as a very kind of micro cap company there when I got in, and where before that spike was, it was like, I don't know, $30 million market cap, and has a great story in terms of the product they're offering. Great product, growing revenues. They're forecasted to grow revenues 100% between 2021 and 2022. So what's the story here? What happened? Why this big, huge drop? The growth story from 2021 to 2022 is reliant on DRIO Health getting at least one big insurer to sign up for their plan. They don't have a big insurer yet. All of their revenue, as they're shifting from a B2C company to B2B2C company, is mostly coming from employers. They need to get this insurer. They've been teasing this insurer for over 4 quarters. Okay, and that's part of why the stock was going up. Now, it was also going up in parallel with TDOC. If you look at the performance of TDOC versus DRIO Health, the sector does in fact move together. But recently, the stock has kind of disassociated itself from TDOC and done much worse in the past 6 weeks. There's a reason for that. We're going to talk about that related to the insurer. So they're looking for this insurer. They've been teasing it for 4 quarters. Didn't come. What happened was at the last earnings call, they basically made a promise. They said, we will sign this insurer the second quarter of this year, meaning by June 30th, and it will have a meaningful impact on revenue in the second half of the year. That didn't happen. June 30th came, and that was the peak. June 30th went, right, over here, and the stock is down over 50% since then. A big, big decline. Now, they had earnings a couple days ago, and they had a chance to explain themselves. People who did not listen, first of all, let me tell you about the earnings call. They beat revenue slightly, 5.3 million versus 5.1 million, but the story is all about the insurer. So there were probably traders looking for an announcement, maybe late, a PR in the press release. We signed up this insurer, didn't come. So I actually added significantly to my position this week after that conference call. Why? If you go listen to the conference call, you'll find out why. Because for the first time ever, we got full transparency and full color of the status of that big insurer they're going to bring on. This big insurer will be the biggest deal in DRIO history. By signing this customer, they will be able to meet the street guidance of growing revenue 100% year over year. If you look at the revenue multiples of TDOC versus DRIO, they were trading in step altogether until this big drop because the sentiment is really low that this deal is not being signed. If and when it's signed, this stock should be worth $20. It's not going to jump up there right away. It might gap up 20, 30%, and over 2 to 3 weeks, make its way over to $20 based on where TDOC is trading today. Now, why am I so bullish? What happened on that conference call? I just mentioned that they were the most transparent they've ever been. A lot of color. They gave specific information on the status of the contract and why it hasn't been signed yet, and that it's going to be signed imminently. If you go listen to that conference call, read the transcript, and compare it to all the other commentary they've had over the last 4 quarters, I've listened to every word. All right. You will see there's a difference there. There is complete transparency. The reasons make sense. It's nothing that's going to stop this from happening. It's just a little bit of corporate red tape. This deal will happen, in my opinion, and when it does, the stock is going to surge. I loaded it up on calls. It's risky. You don't copy me, all right? But I think that timing-wise, it's going to happen very soon. It could be this week. It could be next week. Maybe it's going to be a month. I'd be surprised if it takes more than 2 to 3 months again. I think it's going to be in the bag over here. So now I talked to the CEO of DRIO Health afterwards to clarify a couple things. I heard from my colleagues, some of them were saying, oh, with the delay in getting the insurer, their cash burn is higher than I've been modeling, and they're going to need to raise revenue. So we went through the cash burn. I went through it with the CEO, Erez. It's about 10 million a quarter. They have over about 64 million in cash. They have enough cash for 6 quarters. They have no intention of doing a raise. Not at this price, certainly. This company has developed a reputation for raising money at premium prices with no warrants, at or above market pricing on the raises. He is not interested at all in raising money. He does not need to raise money. 18 months of cash, and that cash burn is going to improve anyway as they sign this insurer. Now, I talked to him about, will you release the name of the insurer in this press release to give us some idea of how big this is, how impactful it is? Well, they cannot because of NDA reasons. They're not going to release the name. All right. Will you release numbers? How is this going to impact your revenue? Well, they said on the conference call, hey, this is going to help them meet guidance of increasing revenue 100% year over year, but the press release will not have specific numbers. So he did say, however, with analysts privately, they're going to help them, lead them in the right direction in terms of modeling. And I'm like, Erez, that's not fair. Retail investors deserve to know. That's what we're here for. We're the voice of retail, right? We're not going to let the Wall Street insiders get more information than us. So I said, Erez, how about you do a conference call? Because isn't this the biggest deal DRIO will ever have in their history? And he said, yes, it will be. And isn't this deal going to be what you need to grow your revenue 100% year over year? He said, yes, it will be. So you know what? Maybe you guys should do a special conference call on that day. And he loved my idea. I think he's going to do it. So what I'm expecting is a press release whenever this deal is signed imminently. And at the same time, you'll get a press release, maybe in that press release that there's going to be a conference call to discuss all the details. It's possible the stock will even stop trading pending news like the SEC does sometimes, because it's going to be so consequential to this company. I believe the stock will be worth $20 based on where TDOC is trading at today. I think it's going to be worth $20. Let me, I don't have the TDOC chart right now, but if you pull up the comparison of TDOC to DRIO, you'll see they trade in lockstep, okay? You will see the EV to revenue multiples are in lockstep. And right now, because of this poor sentiment and the stock crashing, DRIO Health needs to double to $20 to catch up where it's traditionally traded in comparison to TDOC. And this is all because people think they're not getting that insurer deal. So that's the story. That's what's going on. I encourage you to go listen to the conference call or read the transcript. This is one of my larger positions. It's not the largest. Air Test System continues to be the largest position, but it's the DRIO Health in my top 5. I'm taking a risk here with call options. I'm very excited about this. So good luck, guys, with that. We got lots of events coming up. Go to StoryTrading.com, click on VIP events, follow us on YouTube and Twitter, and we'll see you next time. Thank you.